Hey, folks, live from Johnhstown, Pennsylvania. It's Saturday night. How you doing? How you doing? This is Jeff with this week JTT. Start off because I had a pretty good Saturday. I've been busy Friday, Saturday, getting everything done. But first, sparkling cider. Well, sparkling grape to be exact, with no alcohol. Most guys like their beer, champagne, and all that, or other ales. I like mine is plain on non-alcoholic. Maybe I try for some ginger beer or birch beer next week. Cheers! No, he didn't read it wrong. Well, again, it's all about the Diddy going to court soon. In fact, about less than 2 weeks, he got to make his first court appearance, and things are about to get interesting here. So if I'm looking at this correctly, though, recent news, it talks about how a judge is going to allow, keywords, they got to allow the casting video to be shown at Diddy's trial. And I think they're trying very hard to not let that happen, but guess what? It's going to happen. It's that simple. And it's not looking good for the diddler. The guy is getting hit with lawsuit after lawsuit. He tried to knock it down as fast as they come, but guess what? He's going to get buried. And you think because you got to get Busby out the way, that's not going to... You don't understand. This man has a mountain of lawsuits, accusations, allegations, and it's not good. It's like he getting dogpiled in quicksand, and they think he's going to walk out. I don't think so. This is not looking good for him whatsoever. That I promise you. I looked at the video. I think it's from either Netflix or Peacock. I think it's from Peacock. The Make of a Bad Boy. And it is about raw as it gets. Well, I'll take that back. Wanted to show the freak octaves in the court. Yeah, that's raw. That's pretty much you lost your mind raw. Wow, oh wow. But long story short, it's not looking good for Diddy. And my feeling that some big names gonna make an appearance in court, and whew, it's gonna be interesting. And this is our thought. They have access to the freak tapes. They're gonna show it to the jurors and the judge. And I'm going like, I'll put it this way. I don't want to be the fly on the wall. Most people say, I want to be the fly on the wall. I don't. Because unfortunately, what happens in the tape, it violates women, violates minors, and it definitely violates men too. When the visit there about, I think it was yesterday, in fact, how Diddy had the women drugged up with ecstasy and roofies. I know one make you like amnesiac, no make you like more susceptible for, basically make your mind more pliable. In other words, though, you're more obedient. You don't ask questions, you just go with it, whether you like it or not. And basically it's like I said, you think they put the drugs in the alcohol, don't you put it for the juices. So basically, if I'm talking to the ladies right now, if you go to a bar and it has a very notorious reputation, don't go. If you go to a bar that has a reputation, a lot of thirsty guys do all sorts of things that is wrong, don't go. If you got a lot of promiscuous friends, talk about how wild, crazy places are, and it happens on a constant basis, don't go. Especially if you have a man. And especially if you have a man who's a boyfriend, fiance, especially a husband. I don't care what this other woman does, especially if they're single, say no, walk away. And simple fact, I said before, I say it again, the fact that Diddy got hit with RICO charges, Who else get hit with RICO charges? Drug cartels, people of organized crime, just to name a few. In other words, so you gotta be the Avengers level threat to get hit with a RICO charge, and Diddy fits that. People say like, oh, why did he? Number one, Diddy got caught. That Catch Ventura tape did not help him. A lot of other things is gonna be popping up. Now, people are wondering what celebrity is going to stand up and say, hey, this is what's going on. There's so many moving parts in it, it's kind of scary. Things that happened 20, possibly 30 years ago. Things may be connected to Tupac and Biggie, Aaliyah. Let's name a few. That poor girl who got shot in the face that involves Puffy and J-Lo. It may have some things that may involve J-Lo. Jay-Z, Beyonce, just name a few. Justin Bieber, like I said, just name a few. There's so many moving parts of this, it's kind of scary. You got Dapper Dan. You got, what else? You got Little Rod. Who else? Jaguar Wright. Oh, look out. Jaguar Wright was be the one bringing the nukes. Forget dropping bars. She'd be dropping nukes on people. I'm not gonna say Cat Williams might be involved. I don't know. If it happens, I'd be like, here we go. They other names be brought in as well, like Greg Mack, Andre Harrell, Mary J. Blige might catch some problems. Mary J. Blige, DJ Khaled might catch some problems. Rick Ross, Usher. Some people say he's a victim. Some say he's a perpetrator, participant. He might be an accomplice. He may be all that. Derek Jeter, Nicole Richie, the Yin Yang Twins, Lil Jon, Fat Joe. And we can't forget the Palpatine in the whole situation is Clive Davis. But there is word, if I heard one of the videos right, from Dapper Dan for Jaguar Wright, that this type of behavior is going on before Diddy was around. What? Like he grew up with Diddy's parents. And it makes you kind of wonder what's going on. And Diddy's mom. Wow. Some of the crazy things I heard maybe got my head spin like, that's insane. Before I go any further, we check on my Facebook, see anybody watching there. Here we go. So anybody on Facebook, do not be afraid to say hi. Do not be afraid to say what's up. Let's see. It says I'm live. Here we go. Cheers. And I probably see on my Facebook doing the same thing. It just froze up on me. Come on, man. Don't freeze up on me now. Yeah, it froze up on me. That sucks. That really sucks. I wonder. Hold on. Let me check on connection here. Okay, cool. Take a quick look. Okay, so what's the big deal? Yep. Now it pops up. Over that, folks. So for what you think, how things gonna go? Some people say like, "Hey, Diddy could beat the rap." I don't see how. It's not like he did one thing and that's it. He did a lot of things to a lot of people, and there'd be a whole lot of grief for everybody. Let's talk about Clive Davis. He's the Palpatine in this whole situation. He's like, I'm not gonna say the center, but he's a huge part of it. And Diddy did everything power to curry favor with this guy to where he became a CEO of Bad Boy Records and his meteoric rise to power. One thing I noticed about Diddy though, this guy's, it doesn't matter. whether like he have a girlfriend, fiance, wife. If Diddy wants her, he'll take her. Look at Kim Porter. That's all I got to say on that. And Lorna, I forgot how many women he knocked up, how many women he took for his girlfriend. He took a lot of women. A lot. He don't care. But it's not just women he goes after men too. How is it that in one of the stories, if I heard correctly though, did he call this one dude about 2 in the morning, tell him to come over here, Diddy wants him immediately? How you gonna pull a guy 2 in the morning out of bed from his woman to be with you? Are you serious? Well, I say this guy is like a twisted version of Caligula of the 21st century. No cap. No cap at all. Stretching. But the court case is going to be nuts, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. So at the end of this live stream, I'm trying to post as many different clips of anything I'll talk about with Diddy, and it's going to lead up to the court case. Don't be surprised. It might be from 10, 15, 20. I'm going to try to post at least about 25 different clips pertaining to Diddy and the steps that's going to take, the steps it goes into, like him going to the court. Most likely from the his places got raided, got arrested, and all that stuff. And one that keeps that I will definitely remember is the one short video I showed. People owning Jaguar Wright and Cat Williams in that project. When they said like all these things about Sean Combs, they think that they were nuts. They made fun of them. Look who's laughing now. They were in the right, and the critics were in the wrong. And ever since Diddy got thrown in the Metropolitan Detention Center, all the A-list celebrities are getting very, very nervous. Why? Because if Diddy starts to go down and looks like he's going to lose, he'll throw a lot of people under the bus. He will start naming names. He will snitch in such a way that Sammy the Bull Gravon said, whoa, 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 whoa. So like I said, can't wait. I got my popcorn candy and soda ready because it's going to be totally crazy. But my question to you folks is, like I said before, like, you think he'll beat this rap? I don't think so. He's not going to pull OJ on this one. No way. Well, OJ, the cops and prosecutors made so many mistakes, OJ literally just walked away from it. With Diddy, not by a long shot. Trust me, the law enforcement and prosecutors have took notes and realized, no, this is too big to screw up. We can't afford to make a mistake. And keep in mind, if you're going to raid 2 of the man's properties, that means you better get your T's crossed and your I's dotted. I mean, like, but here's the thing. It's better if a cop raided your place, but when Homeland Security raids your place, then you have a problem. You have a massive problem. And people's trying to be funny, say, oh, what's a big deal? 1,000 bowls of baby oil. Okay, the brother is not that ashy. And the man need that much baby oil? Is he a mutant or something? Seriously? Was he part hagfish? Come on. They bring a whole new meaning to the term oil can Harry, but come on, this is not funny anymore. It's getting creepy. But like I said, I believe that he's going to do some time, no matter what. Bare minimum, 10 years. And I mean bare minimum. There's no way to this guy going to get on probation, house arrest. He tried to go on house arrest on his own when he went to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and the judge said, nope. That tells you how serious things have gotten. And I heard lately that he started to look like, looking kind of rough and all that, looking older, grayer, and all that stuff. But the man's under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. So let's face facts. Cat Williams called it. last year, this would be the time where all these deviants could be exposed, and Sean Combs is one of them. But keep in mind, folks, in terms of deviants, Sean Puffy Combs is just the tip of the iceberg. That's the tip of the spear. There's way more of them than you can imagine. Way more of them. That I can tell you. So, like, this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. The fact that they allowed the video of the Cassie Ventura tape when Diddy ran the hotel room in his towel and started beating the brakes with Cassie. And Lord knows how many other like pieces of video of Sean Combs acting the fool. Like, it's wow. That's all I gotta say is wow. Unbelievable. But long story short, it's not looking good for Sean Combs whatsoever. It's not. And people think like, why make a big deal about Sean Combs? Well, he hurt a lot of people. He made a lot of enemies. So don't be too surprised his rivals will be in the court ready to bury him on top of it. Because usually I make a monologue on it, but I won't go straight into this about Sean Puffy Combs. And the court case is coming, and before you know it, be here. The only ally at the moment is Kanye West. I still believe this guy is even like drugged up to be some type of cheerleader for Diddy, or he really thinks that Diddy's innocent, which I question the man's mental faculty. I think it's like one other try to call himself be on Diddy's side, but okay. But keep in mind though, that means that the prosecutor's gonna look at those men as well. Gotta check on the update on Diddy real quick. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm reading right now. This is from Cinnamon Blend on MSN 14 hours ago. As Diddy's lawyers prepared to argue in court that he identifies with swingers, he's been with a major league. Oh, wait a minute here. Okay, I gotta check this one out here. Here we go. As Diddy's lawyers prepared to argue in court that he identifies with swingers, he'd been hit with a major loss. Now, man, this is like 14 hours ago. This is from Cinema Blend. In a little over a week, the sex trafficking trial of Sean P. Combs will officially begin in New York. The battle rapper and mogul is facing several federal charges. Keywords, federal charges. And if found guilty, he could face up to life in prison. Translation, he's not seen outside his cell ever. Since Diddy's arrest in September 2024, his legal team has been preparing for the proceedings. The public just recently received a taste of their defense, which involved Combs' swinger lifestyle. Yeah, bro was swinging like Caligula and Nero. That is just sick. All the while, the 55-year-old entertainer was just dealt a serious blow regarding his case. Oh, you know I'm going to look into that one. It goes like this, though, the title. What legal laws was Sean Combs just hit with? Let's find out together. One of the biggest points of contention in PDiddy's upcoming sex trafficking case has been the potential inclusion of evidence not explicitly related to the charges at hand. The Grammy winner's lawyers have been adamant about not wanting such content brought into this legal matter. Among the items they filed to keep out of the security footage of Diddy assaulting former girlfriend Cassie Ventura at the hotel in 2016. Yup, that same video is going to come back to haunt him. According to Fox News, though a judge has denied the motion from Diddy's legal team to have the video dismissed. That footage was released by CNN in May 2024, and it shows Cassie Ventura leaving a room and making her way towards the elevator, with Diddy, wearing a towel, chases her. Eventually, the victory performer throws Ventura down by her neck and kicks her multiple times while she's on the ground and throws an object at her before grabbing her by her sweatshirt. Diddy eventually issues a video apology for the incident, though Ventura's lawyer and others criticized his comments, while fellow rappers expressed dismay as well. Okay, I'm going to talk to the other rappers real quick. Your boy has been seen beating the brakes off the Cassie Ventura wearing nothing more than a towel. You cannot tell me that's okay. Beating on a woman, not okay. Ever. Ever. It was the contention of Sean Combs' legal team that CNN altered the footage before releasing it. Though the news network vehemently denied those accusations, aside from that, Combs' attorney also filed to prevent his various lawsuits for being roped into the sex trafficking trial. There's so many different lawsuits coming this way. All they gotta do is pick the one that lies closer to the crime he's accused of. And there's so many lawsuits. Oh, it's nuts. It's like saying which hour's going to take you out, which bull's going to take you out. There's so many of them. Diddy's lawyers reveal a portion of their defense strategy. Aside from the video of Cassie Ventura, who prepared to testify in court, so basically she's in it. Yeah, I'll repeat this again. Aside from the video of Cassie Ventura, who prepared to testify in court, that means she's in it. And the potential inclusion of the lawsuit allegations, Diddy's lawyers still have to argue against other major claims. Diddy has been charged with sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution, racketeering, and arson. When it comes to the sex trafficking charges, the hip-hop artist lawyers are prepared to argue that he's simply a swinger who prefer multiple partners. Translation, P. Diddy is a man-hoe. P. Diddy is a male 304. P. Diddy is a male harlot. And I try to be very polite when I use these terms because of, community guidelines. At a hearing on Friday, attorney Mark Agnifilo, said the following. There's a lifestyle. Call it swingers or whatever you will. That he thought he was appropriate because it was common. Many people think it's appropriate because it is common. The way he wanted to balance certain individuals is questionable, in my opinion. But it goes on to say, after being arrested, Sean Combs pleaded not guilty to the federal charges, which came down months after his U.S.-based homes were raided as part of a federal investigation. Now, the feds are involved. If the feds are involved in what you've done, it must be an evangelist of a threat for them to be involved, period. These comments on his status as a swinger also arrived at the Sean John Magnet and his team reject a guilty plea. On top of that, Combs' lawyers had denied the claims in the various lawsuits leveled against their client. Those suits includes claims of SA, violence, and sex trafficking, among other allegations. This will be a lot of them. There'd be quite a few of them. P. Diddy is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, my hometown, which is also where Luigi Mangione is being held. I remember when he got brought there, P. Diddy's got a little film because he's like, Luigi's taking some of the oxygen. It's like P. Diddy want to be all about me. It was all about me. Yeah, okay, right. May 5th is when Diddy's trial is set to begin. And as it progresses, we see how the Cassie Ventura video factors into the case. That also goes for the swingers defense laid out by Diddy's lawyers. Whew, that was deep. That was like pretty crazy. But like I said, this is not good. He tried to say he's innocent in everything, but do I think that'd be the case? No. I say it'd be a matter of time before he starts to crack. You know, I also believe too, people who like possible victims of Diddy, he's going to take one person to stand forward and say it. Will it be Justin Bieber? I don't know. Will it be Usher? I don't know. I have a gut feeling it'll be somebody going to say, you know, look, this is what this guy did to me, and that's it. So it's going to be like quiet thing. It's going to start May 5th. Well, let me see. It's start on Monday, maybe? Hold on. Because right now it's April. Yep, not scheduled Monday. So not this Monday. The following Monday is when the trial begins. So don't be surprised. I'm gonna dump a lot of Diddy stuff in here because it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be intense. So don't be surprised. They might be something to have like a pool of like how it's gonna be how the case is gonna go. He's gonna be found innocent, guilty, gonna be acquitted, dismissed. Like I said, it's gonna be very interesting. Well, that's all I have for now, though, folks. I gotta post like a ton of links there between now and the end of tomorrow. I want to thank you, folks. I'm up to 5,000. I ask you, please help me get me to about 7,000 to 8,000. I want to try and get up there. So I want to thank you, folks, for being there with me. I thank you for being my ride or dies. And as I end this, I say, like, be safe out there, be good to each other. Summer's fast approaching. Tell me what you're gonna do this summer. Almost forgot. If I'm correct, this coming Friday, I think the Thunderbolts are going to be premiering, and I'm gonna get the ticket, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's cheer for the Thunderbolts and future Marvel movies or good movies in general. As long as there's no Richard Zegler in it. Until then, folks, I gotta get going. Peace. And 3, 2.